internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So Turf Fire Script, let's get right into today's video. The banks are coming. They're going to utilize XRP. Brooks at Whistle. Let's set the tone for today's video. Take a listen to what he says here, folks. Okay, this is like a little collage that I've put together of all Ripple employees, and this is music to my ears. Take a listen to this.
The core product solution, which is called on-demand liquidity, has really taken off. And that's using the bridge asset, in this case, XRP, to move that value more and beyond messaging between sender and receiver. And that started with just a couple of countries that would actually allow that product. 3, as a matter of fact, a couple of years ago. We're up to 40 plus now where that is a viable solution. And it's been an enormous uptake. So we're excited about that, but we're just scratching the surface. Big banks and financial institutions are much more interested today than they certainly were 5 or 6 years ago. We rolled out the product the first time.
As more companies like Veeam start to use XRP and use digital currencies in their funding flows, they're going to be putting a massive amount of pressure on banks and larger financial institutions to start using this as well, or they're going to be toast.
Big banks and financial institutions are much more interested today than they certainly were 5 or 6 years ago. We rolled out the product the first time.
With that, big players, Stripe, Amazon, Visa, MasterCard, everybody's come out with their crypto sort of strategies. And I think that will embolden, wave after wave of the next sort of round of institutions to embrace. It's much better even now versus even just the past few years. And with that comes sort of big name institutional adoption that I think will be encouraging for others that might have been on the fence.
But XRP, it's really about this very fundamental driver of demand. Yeah, I mean, if XRP is going to be inserted deeply into the financial system, the market cap has to be orders of magnitude bigger. It has to be able to support institutional flows in the orders of magnitude of trillions of dollars. Today it's a lot smaller. As more companies like Veeam start to use XRP and use digital currencies in their funding flows, they're going to be putting a massive amount of pressure on banks and larger financial institutions to start using this as well, or they're going to be toast.
We are starting hot right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen, because this video is filled with information that I didn't even know about. But before we get into the full show, Brad Garlinghouse and his XRP tattoo, ladies and gentlemen, that was exposed at the proper party. He has the date of the settlement and XRP being not a security. That is absolutely massive, folks. And if you guys recall the XRP pendant, I said it's a pretty big day. Having an XRP pendant with the date that XRP was deemed not a security, July 13, 2023, and the value of XRP at the time was iconic. And if you guys missed this, link in the description down below. You guys could put any personalized text, discount at checkout. And for Brad Garlinghouse to have that tatted on him, it's something to remember, folks. It's something to remember. This is, like I said, we are pioneers. And I got a little motivational speech at the end, but we are the pioneers. And there's a reason why Brad Garlinghouse has the date tatted and why I was saying it's something good to have to look back on. And there's about less than 10 of the gold and 10 of the black. Link in the description down below. And let's get into today's video. On August 15, 2010, it was discovered that block 74638 contained a transaction that created 184 billion Bitcoins for 3 different addresses. 2 addresses received 92 billion Bitcoins each. And whoever solved the block got an extra 0.01 Bitcoin that did not exist prior to the transaction. This was possible because the code used for checking transactions before including them in a block didn't account for the case of outputs so large that they overflowed when summed. And here we have on the Bitcoin forum Them coming out on August 15th, they see it, they were panicking, but we had Satoshi coming to the rescue. Here is another individual calling out the value of the Bitcoins that were submitted in the wallets. And then Satoshi comes out and says, here's a new version. This should fix the bug overflow. And it's just crazy to look back on this now and why Christine Lagarde was, talking like this in regards to Bitcoin.
I think the role of the disruptors and anything that is using distributed ledger technology, whether you call it crypto, assets, currencies, or whatever, and it's far from the Bitcoins that we used to talk about a year ago, that is clearly shaking the system.
That is the head of the ECB, and prior, she was the head of the IMF. She's a very, very powerful woman, and DLT baby, and you guys heard that little Burkout whistle and the Ripple panel. Everybody, I don't think people understand what's about to happen when utility kicks in. The world has not witnessed a utility-driven asset, and it's going to be iconic. And guess what? It happened again. Very scary. Bitcoin Core developers confirmed duplicate transactions bug fix. This happened 5 years ago. This was back in 2018. Listen to what they said. The bug even had the potential to create a chaos in a huge chunk of the ecosystem. A very scary bug in Bitcoin Core just fixed, which could have crashed a huge chunk of the Bitcoin network. 51% attacks, also a possibility. Something that the banks will not take on. That is a risk that the banks will not take on. And here's the Bitcoin Core website. When it came out, they had the entire timestamp of when it happened, when it was first reported, and when the patch came out. And listen to this, they still don't have technically a fix for it, so it could happen again. They went on to say, as of today, the issue should be 100% patched in the Bitcoin Core client. Should be. Keyword, it's not 100%, it should be. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. And here is something little that I put together. I just want to read out to you guys for being patient and, having the same vision. In the world of XRP holders, we're no strangers to bear market challenges. As pioneers in this space, we've weathered through storms, and today we stand stronger than ever. Remember, great things take time. The journey of XRP has been a testament to our unwavering belief in a better financial future. We've seen the price dip, felt the uncertainty, and watched the market's ups and downs. There were moments where we questioned our commitment, wondering if our patience would ever be rewarded. But here's the truth. Patience is our greatest virtue. In a world of instant gratification, we've learned to stand our ground and hold our XRP with determination. We've learned that success in this space isn't measured in days or weeks, it's measured in long-term vision we share. As pioneers, we understand that meaningful changes doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey and it's filled with challenges, but every setback is an opportunity for a comeback. And we've shown time and time again that we have the resilience to bounce back stronger. So let's embrace this bear market as an opportunity for growth and learning. Let's remember that the most beautiful things are often the result of patience and persistence. Our community strength lies not only in our technology, but in our collective determination to see this through. We are pioneers, and pioneers forge ahead, even in the face of adversity. The bear market is just one chapter in our story, and we are authors of our destiny. Together, we will continue to build, innovate, and push the boundaries of what's possible in the world of finance. In the end, when the tides turn and the markets rises, we will stand tall as a testament to the power of patience, perseverance, and unwavering belief. Our time will come, and when it does, the rewards will be sweeter because we've earned them. not just as investors, but as pioneers who believe in a vision that is changing the world. Keep the faith. XRP Community, our best days are yet to come. With that being said, we'll be back with another video. That is so big. And here we have the Bitcoin forum, bitcoin.org. And guess what? A very of when it happened, when it was first reported, and when the
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.